Hi, I'm Liz with Liz Toth Properties, powered by eXp Realty. I'm a residential real estate agent in Raleigh, North Carolina, and today's video is about real estate sales predictions for 2024. We're coming up to the end of the year. We're already in mid-October, and some projections for 2025, and we'll talk a little bit about what's going on nationally, what's going on locally, and we'll finish up with what you should do if you're preparing to buy a house in the next year. So I'm going to share my screen, and I'm actually going to be kind of dissecting this article that I read that I thought was really interesting. It's from the Business Insider. It's housing market predictions, what home buyers and sellers should know. And we'll start with an overview of the housing market. So the average home value in the U.S. is $361,000, according to Zillow, up 2.9% over year over year. How does that compare to the triangle? Well, for the purposes of this video, I looked at both Durham County and Wake County because those are two counties that I sell a lot in, and I try to keep up with what's going on in those counties. So in Durham County, the average sales price is $472,000, and it's an increase of 2.7%. In Wake County, the average sales price is $581,000, an increase of 4.4%. So that's how we compare in comparison here. Mortgage rates, yes, they fell to 5.74, but they have trended back up. And that's one of the things that's impacting our business today a little bit. According to Mortgage News Daily, the 30-year fixed rate is around 6.63%. So they've definitely trended back up. And that definitely affects affordability. And as rates go up, obviously, it takes buyers out of the market. So the lower the rates get, more buyers are going to be entering the market. And there are projections, and you'll see in the future in a little bit that experts are projecting that rates are going to come down in 2025. So what are some of the key factors that are influencing the housing market trends today? So one, it's the economy; two, mortgage rates; and three, low housing supply. So I agree with all of those. And I would throw one other thing in the mix there is, and I do hear this from clients today, we're in a presidential election year, and a lot of times people will put their decisions or any, major decisions on hold until after that election. Now, it doesn't mean they're never going to buy a house again or they're never going to sell again. It just means they want to wait and see what happens. And there's nothing wrong with that. But historically, most of the time, the year after a presidential election, home sales increase, home prices increase. So it'll be interesting to see how things go this year. But getting a little bit further into low inventory. So a recent Zillow analysis found that the U.S. is 4.5 million homes short of a healthy housing supply. So how do we compare here in the triangle? Well, when we look just at the month of September in Durham County, we had a 2.3 month supply of homes, and it was flat when compared to last year. When we look at Wake County, very similar, 2.4 month supply and up a little bit compared to last year. However, when you think about it, a normal balanced market is around a 6-month supply. Some experts will say 5 to 7 months. Being at 2.3 or 2.4 month supply, we're still a long way from a normal and balanced market. So even though we've seen, a 9% increase here, it's still a long way from a normal, balanced, healthy inventory here in the triangle. Housing market forecast for 2024. So Fannie Mae sees home prices rising 6.1% year over year by the end of 2024. Mortgage Bankers Association says 3.9%. And then the National Association of Realtors says existing home prices will increase 3.8% overall. So again, I would show you, here's where we are year to date. Durham County, almost 3%. Wake County, 4.4%. So we're kind of in line with what some of the experts are saying. What's going to happen in 2025? Well, all three, Fannie Mae, Mortgage Bankers Association, and National Association of Realtors are projecting that home price growth is going to slow in 2025. We'll still see an increase, but it will slow. Fannie Mae says slow to 3%. Mortgage Bankers Association says 2.7%. And National Association says it'll increase by just 2%. Year over year by the end of 2025. So I thought that was interesting as well. Mortgage rate predictions. So mortgage rates did drop below 6%. They're back over 6% again. However, experts are projecting that rates should go down in 2025. But nobody really knows what's going to happen going into the next year. So hopefully that is accurate. And again, as those rates come down, more buyers are going to enter the market. So if you're thinking about purchasing a home in the next year, so in 2025, I thought this was great as well. And it's a lot of things that I talk about in my videos. It's a lot of things that I talk about with clients on a daily basis. So how should you prepare to buy a house in 2025? One, get your finances ready. That's huge. It can be a great place to start. Look for affordable mortgages or other first-time homebuyer assistance. If you're a first-time homebuyer, connect with a great lender, learn about what programs are available to you. There's a lot of options today. You just have to connect with the right lender, and have them do an analysis of where you're at. And they can also help you with preparing to, if you need to save money for a down payment, if you need to work on your credit, they can help you through all of that. So that's really important as well. So looking for a good lender that you can partner with, and going through that pre-approval process so you understand what you can afford as well. Time your purchase right. So it does, it depends on your priorities. Obviously, everybody's different. I just did a video not too long ago about why it's a great time to buy in the fall, because there's less buyers in the market. Yes, there's less homes on the market, but homes stay on the market a little bit longer. There's less buyers, there's less competition. You could get a little bit of a price break. You might be able to negotiate repairs or money in lieu of repairs. You might be able to get your closing date instead of always having to, give the seller what they want just so that you can win the bidding war. So timing it right is important too. And so working with an agent or contacting me, I can help you through that process. Looking at, what's happening with rates and things like that will also have an impact as well. Don't rush, don't pressure yourself. I think one of the things that's nice about buying in a slower time of year, so in the fall or the winter, is that you don't have to rush. You can take your time. You can go back to the house for a second time. You can get your questions answered before you make an offer. If you wait until the really busy time of year to purchase a home, you might be competing with other buyers. You may not have as much time as you need before you have to make an offer. So, in the spring market, a lot of times you hear, highest and best by 5 o'clock. And so, you may have just looked at that home that day and you're not sure yet. So buying in a slower time of year can definitely be a benefit. Build your savings so that you can put more money down. I mean, that's always smart as well. And if you have other questions about buying or selling a home in the Triangle, just let me know. Hopefully this information is helpful. It's interesting to see what experts are projecting. I always like to compare to see how the Triangle is doing in comparison to national numbers as well. We're always pretty much trending either in line or a little bit better than the national numbers because our market is just continuing to grow at a steady rate. So if you have any questions about the information I shared, don't hesitate to reach out. We'll keep you posted as more information as we get closer to the end of the year and through the end of the year, let you know how we end up nationally and locally as well. If you're looking to relocate to the Raleigh-Durham area, or you're just trying to get information on our area, check out my YouTube channel, Welcome to Raleigh. There's a lot of great videos, great resources. There's buyer tips, seller tips, community tours, city tours, more information on the real estate market and videos like this. Check it out. You can subscribe, hit the bell, get notified anytime a new video is uploaded. I look forward to talking to you again soon, and I hope you have a great day.